Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ City Manos, and this right here is going to be a helpful tip. And I brought the paper out to give you guys a visual. But they asked me a really good question. They said, "Do my lights ever uh, lose connection, like a droppage? Like if I look around and there's one light just flickering, it lose connection?" And the answer is yes. When I first started, I used to put my lights around, and I noticed a few of them just flickering, and they just acting silly. To fix the problem was I kind of was wondering about the range because the light said it has a pretty good range up to like a 200 feet or something, or 100 feet. I forgot what it was. But I said, wait a minute, that should be reaching. Why am I losing the signal? So to fix the problem was I had to go check the range, test the range out. So I went outside and I connected my DMX Go, right? So let me give you guys a visual. So I hooked up my DMX Go, DMX, right? And then I went outside and I turned on the light. And when I walked outside, as soon as my light lost the signal, the range, I put the light down. And then out in the bottom of the light, I put actually no. First I did this right here. I went outside and I put the light down. I grabbed the next light, walked with it, and then it lost signal right here. I put the light down. And then I grabbed the next light, I put the light down. And so on and so on and so on. And I noticed that as soon as I started going further, there were some lights that went pretty far. I put the light down. And then there was another one that even went further. I put the light down. And then when I was done with my test, I had some scotch tape, some white, it's not the clear tape, it's the scotch tape, the white one. And at the bottom of my light, I label it. I put number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. I got 10 lights. I got 10 of the wedges, and I label my light. And now when I do a party, I look at the layout of the place, and I decide where I'm gonna put my lights at. So if I'm at a party, I'm set up here, and I got my DMX connection here. I usually put a light over here, number 1. And then around the cross, I put number 2. Then I put light number 3, 4, 5, and so on and so on. I try to keep my lights with the weakest range, the weakest signal. I try to keep them close to DMX, so I don't want to get any droppage. Now, the last couple gigs that I done, the DMX was losing connection between this and my tablet. So my tablet was losing connection. It wasn't connecting right. And when I wasn't making connection, my lights was flickering and start losing, start strobing and start doing all kind of crazy stuff. And I noticed because on my T-bar, that's where I have hooked up my DMX, my T-bar, I have my moving heads, and my moving heads were acting silly. So that's how I knew it wasn't a range issue. It was basically these two right here acting silly. They was losing connection. And last night party, when I did my my Wi-Fi analyzer, there was only 3. I seen 3 routers hooked up. And the other party, I seen a whole bunch. I mean, it was busy traffic. It was busy, so I knew that's the reason why I was getting interference. So I suggest you trying this test. Hook up your. I mean, for me, like I said, I kind of looked silly going outside. It was I did it during the night, and I hooked up my DMX and I went outside and I put it on white. The color was white. So it just looked like I have a flashlight. So if anybody drive by, they just probably think I just walking around with a flashlight. And as soon as I lose the connection, I put it down and I turn off the light. And then, of course, I move it over to the side, so in case there's somebody walking their dog, they won't trip over it. And if they see me, I just say, hey, I'm just doing a little quick test, with my lights. And like I said, right now, well, the cats are fighting. Right now, last night when I usually pick up the light to check and see what label it is. And usually I put them in order in my box when I charge them. I put them in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like in order. So when I get to the party, I could just grab the bottom ones and put them next to me. I just come, show up, boom, boom, just show up and put 1, 2 or 1, 3, and I put them in order just like that. And this way I haven't had any issues. But the only time, like I said, when I have issues is when these two right here lose connection, and I get a lot of interference. So hopefully this tips help you out. Try it. You know, if you want to do it like I did, do it at night. Just go outside, and if you can find a field. But in a way, I kind of like it outside because there's cars, my house, the garage, there's obstacles. So I kind of like this range better because you're not in the open field, and I like the way I did it because, like I said, I've had this in my patio, the front of my door, and then I had all these outside, and I'm walking. There's cars parked in the driveways and stuff. There's like an obstacle, and for me, I did that test and I labeled the bottom of it. So hopefully this helped out. A quick tip, and yeah, keep asking me those questions. I love these questions. If I could help out, you know, I'll give you guys what kind of advice I do to, you know, fix things. So this is your boy DJ City Manos, and I am out. Peace.